We all love mobile phones and they've become a very, very essential part of our day-to-day lives. Now today we get to talk about what you should look at as you go and pick up a new phone for yourself. Hello and welcome to Q256. If it's your first time here, go straight and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell not to miss out on anything. Simu mpya ya mitwalo esatu ne memory card ya kakaga. With the variety of phones in the market right now, it can mean to be a huge struggle finding a phone that best suits your needs. Most of the people end up just picking up the phone because it looks good. But hey, here is a list of things to consider before you decide to go buy your next phone. Build quality of the phone. The build quality of the phone basically determines how long that phone will last in your hands. There are two main builds of phones in the market right now, being plastic and metal. But there are those you'll find that have glass coated panels, especially at the back and also on the sides. Now you should consider the build quality of the phone you would like to buy before you actually go and decide on spending your money. Yes, look for something that will be durable. If you're kind of clumsy person that always drops phones, look for something that could be maybe hard plastic or metal, something that cannot easily shatter, because you wouldn't want to buy a glass phone that has front screen glass, back screen glass, side is glass, and then before you even get out of the shop you drop it and the screen is gone, and then the tele replacement screen is basically the price of the phone. Display. You should seriously consider the display size and type depending on what you're going to be using the phone for. I would personally recommend a phone that has a 5.5 to 6 inch screen because I find this to be a balance between size. It's not too big and again it's not too small. And it also gives enough space for times when you're watching a movie, flipping through photos, or watching YouTube like this video right now. Anything above 6 inch to me is a little bit too bulky, but the 5.5 to 6 is a good balance between the two. So please consider the size of the screen depending on what you want to do with the phone. The processor. Processing speed can hinder your user experience with the phone entirely. Some processors are made for entry-level phones, so you'll find that it is as beautiful as can be, ooh la la. But in actual sense, once you open 3 applications, you open Facebook and WhatsApp, the phone freezes. You wouldn't want that, yes? So make sure you consider the processor depending on what you're going to do. If you're kind of person that's going to be doing a lot of video filming, let's say you're going to be recording a lot of videos on your phone, you're going to be watching a lot of high quality HD videos on your phone, then you need a good processor in there. The processors are normally outlined on the box or at the back of the phone depending, or you can also just check on Google where your wanted phone ranks depending on processor, because this is one thing that might frustrate you completely. The processor will also hinder your ability to multitask. Now I once saw this on somebody's phone and it really looks so cool. He had this picture-in-picture kind of view where there was WhatsApp at the top and then he had YouTube on the same screen at the bottom. Mine looks so nice. I'm like, oh. Then I opened my phone and it refused. Talking about processors, I would highly recommend you go for anything with a Snapdragon processor. I'm not saying it is the best, but from personal experience, a Snapdragon 800 and above is kind of what you're looking for. Something, it will be a good balance between speed and also battery consumption. Next to consider is the camera. Consider the camera on the phone. Very many of us love taking selfies and pictures of people or pictures at events or just basically documenting your day using your phone. So you would really want to have a good camera to actually give you a picture of what exactly you are trying to express. So consider the kind of camera. I'll take a couple of photos, see how that works for you. And then also you can also consider the number of megapixels it has. But remember, sometimes having many megapixels does not necessarily mean the camera is good. Yeah, do your research on that as well. And then consider the picture and video resolution of that camera. Now cameras come in different resolutions. There are those that can film only 720p, there are those that can film 1080p, which you call HD, and then there are those which even take a step further and go 4K. Now depending on what you want to get, the clearer the picture you want will also dictate on the resolution. Now look at the resolution, because someone will tell you this camera has got 30 megapixels, but in actual sense the highest it can shoot is 1080p. Now that would be injustice really. The camera resolution shall play a very vital role in you deciding on that phone you want to pick up. Battery. The battery is a major player in how you're going to enjoy the user experience of your phone. You wouldn't want to have a phone that needs charging every 30 minutes, yes? Or one that once you get into office at 8 a.m. by midday, it's battery dead, yes? So look at the rating of the battery. Now the rating on the battery, if you look at most of these boxes of the phones, there's a digit that can be, let's say, 3500 with the letters mAh. That is the mega amperage of that battery. I don't know, have I said that right? So the mAh is basically the rating of the battery, yes? So most of the times I would recommend go for something like 3500 and above. Yes, do not go below. Below will become a problem for you. I am telling you, my brother, my sister, below 3500 mAh is going to be a problem for you. Yes, you keep charging all the time. You're the ones who keep disturbing us, man. Some charger, some power bank, because of it. Get something that's 3500 mega amps and above, because at least with personal experience, 3500 mega amps will at least take you from morning up to about 6-7 p.m. if you're average user, and a 4000 mega amp one will actually even push you till late in the night. So look for a bigger rating. It's always written either on the box or on that sticker that comes at the top of the screen. Look for something that has a bigger battery rating. Interface or the operating system version. Basically what I'm referring to, is it Android, is it iOS? Now these two have different kind of interfaces and accessibility of the features on the phones. However, even in Android itself, there are very different versions, because Motorola has a different interface from what Samsung has, which has a different interface from what Tecno would have, because each of them have tried to design an easier interface that is suitable for you. So look at the interface in terms of your usability. Are you the kind of person who wants to download the things off the internet? If you're that kind of person, then you know iOS is not going to work for you. It will not. It will not. I promise it will not. Are you the kind of person who's going to hear a nice song and all of a sudden be like, yo, send me that via Bluetooth? My friend, iPhone will not work for you. But again, if you're the kind of person who wants, I want to airdrop, man, I want to be here, put my phone here and make sure the file just automatically synchronizes my laptop. iPhone, my friend, iPhone. Android no go work. Pick an interface that will work for you. Have a play with the phone, figure out what interface works best for your needs. Storage. Consider storage very, very, very seriously. All the things on your phone, everything running on your phone has to be stored somewhere. Now, most phones that we've grown up getting used to come with 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, I think 128 GB, and so on and so forth going up. Now, my honest opinion, my very, very honest opinion, run away from anything that has 8 GB. I'm telling you, run away from it. Start from 16 going up. And then to make matters worse, I don't know which person. Somebody went and started making sure that phones no longer accept memory cards. Can you imagine? Memory card Consider the storage, because if let's say I've gone for the lower end phone and it has 8 GB storage, this is why I'm saying you run away from them. About 60% of that is going to be occupied by the operating system. If you notice these updates, Facebook updates, WhatsApp updates, before you notice, you have only 2 pictures on the phone and still it is full. So go for at least a 16 GB, so at least you know the 6 GB is going to sort these other things and you have at least 10 GB of storage, or 32 GB, which is even better, or 64 or 128. Please consider bigger storage. If you love videos, if you love having huge photos on your phone, go for a bigger storage. Also consider if the said phone can accept expandable storage. In other words, can it accept a memory card? Security. We are living in a digital age where things are happening in all kinds of ways. There are thugs, there are thieves, there are all kinds of weird things going on. So as you're picking up that next phone, consider what kind of security measures it has in play. Many phones of late are coming with fingerprint scanners. They're not for Masape, they're not for Masape. Some of them are coming with face unlock features. Now all these are security measures that are designed to help make sure that it is you and only you, the owner of the phone, that gains access to this phone. I will say this again, when you are buying a phone, buy the specs, not the beauty of the phone. Buy the specs, not the beauty of the phone. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you go hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss out on new content. I will see you in the next one.